It seems technology is our main form of communication today. Between texting, emailing, and Facebook, it feels like we really have to actually speak to one another anymore. With this, however, come many opportunities for mishaps and bad experiences. We tend to say things online or in a text message that we might not be ever willing to say to somebody's face. And we may say things not meant for a specific person that somebody else would see. Being in the military, there are many rules we have to follow when it comes to communication that people in the civilian world do not need to follow, nor do they know about. These rules are governed by operational security and personal security, more commonly referred to in the military as OPSEC. According to these rules, we are not to be communicating information such as exact locations, troop movements, specific deployment dates, etc. to anyone other than fellow military members who need to know such information. We, along with our family members and friends and anyone else who may know somebody in the military, are also to follow OPSEC, which is operational security and personal security. This involves some common sense that involves not releasing any information that you may have and being vague about what you share on the internet. With all of this extra responsibility, we have to remain secretive with information. In both of my deployments to Iraq, there were instances where information we shared that shouldn't have been, and in turn affected everyone else. For now, for how often the topic of security is drilled into our heads, it was surprising that incidents still occurred. Specifically, during my first deployment to Iraq in 2004 through 2005, we were scheduled to return home in June. However, this was delayed because a spouse of a Marine posted on her Facebook page about exact locations where troops were in Iraq, unit information, and other dates, including the homecoming. This put everyone's safety in jeopardy, and changes had to be made to the schedule in order to accommodate the mistake the spouse made. Spouses also are notorious for posting countdowns on social media pages. These countdowns would count down the days until the units returned or the loved one came home, which not only gave away private information, but also had their own lives in danger because they were notifying the world that they were alone at home for months at a time. Misuse of social media was not only seen by the spouse, but the servicemen and women themselves. There was an instance of someone who was wounded in action on one of our patrols, and his wife could not be properly notified. She found out from a social media post from another Marine who was deployed with the same unit. From these experiences, I learned just to keep a low profile on the internet. Everything I post on Facebook is kept lighthearted and does not get into any of my personal detail. What I learned from keeping such information off of the internet also has carried over into my current career in law enforcement. You never know who is looking at your information and what their intentions are with the information that they may find. When in doubt, don't post it. It's not worth the consequences, and once it's out there, you cannot take it back or control who sees it and what they do with that information. Thank you.